And we're back here for another episode of Mardu Aristocrats. We played this deck yesterday, and I really liked it. I liked Gruesome Menagerie, getting our creatures back. I thought it was pretty strong, so I want to try it out again. So I'm trying a few different things. We're putting in a Johnny Adversary Tyrants in the deck over the 4th Judith that can return these really good 2-drops. Back from our graveyard to play, or also just put more pressure on the opponent by ticking up and helping our small creatures get through bigger creatures. And then sideboard changing up quite a bit also, taking out the 4th Theater of Horror for a Johnny for that same kind of thing, getting a couple Kaya's Wraths in for big creature decks, or like mono white aggro, or even like Golgari or something we can destroy a lot of creatures if we get behind. And then I want Lava Coil for things like Rekindling Phoenix. And just I think I like that more than Bedevil. We were playing like Bedevil yesterday. Still have one Mortify to destroy an enchantment if that comes up, and I'm taking out Drill Bit for Duress because the matchups where I want Duress, I'm bringing in like Duress, Theater of Horrors, a Johnny, stuff like that. I may not want like all these 1-drops or, you know, actually having Drill Bit online may be tough. So yeah, we'll see if we can break the 4-2 curse and see if we can get through and win the last game and defeat the final boss. But Mardu Aristocrats. Spawn of Mayhem again doesn't work very well with Gruesome Menagerie. This deck really takes advantage of Gruesome Menagerie, so you need to have a high density of 1, 2, and 3 mana creatures for Gruesome Menagerie. And so cards that are not 1, 2, and 3 mana creatures are just hard to fit into the deck. This hand will work. The one problem is I don't really have Pontiff on turn 2. Because this Isolated Chapel is a little awkward for us. Maybe I just don't play Footlight Fiend on turn 1, and I just go Tithe Taker into Warboss. Because other option is play Footlight Fiend on turn 1, play like nothing on turn 2, and then have Warboss on turn 3. I think I'd rather have Tithe Taker into Warboss than Fiend into Warboss in general. Gruesome didn't hold up well with Siege Gangs. Yeah. Yeah, you gotta have lots of 1, 2s, and 3s for Gruesome. Our opponent's on that Rakdos aggro life. Izzet Drake still seems pretty good. I've played against it a couple of times, and it has looked pretty good from, you know, the other side. I think it still holds up just fine. Ah. I'm going to keep this 1/1 back to block the Viashino Pyromancer. Alright, I'm getting the Sultai Vannifar deck ready to go up on YouTube. That's unfortunate. I guess I don't really need to block. Footlight Fiend. Footlight Fiend just kills the Viashino Pyromancer. Maybe I should have shocked in. I should have shocked in and played Pontiff, I think. Maybe not. Yeah, Final Payment is too much to ask for this deck. Yeah, there's just better removal spells than that. All right, so presumably our opponent attacks with both, or at least attacks with Goblin Chain Whirler, and then I can chump block Chain Whirler with Fiend. Yeah, so Chain Whirler deals first strike damage, so the first strike will kill the Fiend, and so then the trigger will happen before normal damage. So I just get to kill the Viashino Pyromancer before normal damage. All right, and we have a 1, 2, and 3 in the graveyard for Menagerie if we draw a land. Did not draw a land. Let's get another War Boss going. The Theater of Horrors. I approve. I certainly would like to trade the Tithe Taker for Pyromancer. There we go. Yeah, Judith would be really good for us. Okay. Lots of 1/1s. All the 1/1s. Alright, we get double Pontiff next turn also. Pontiff is basically like, you know, it's just unkillable for the opponent. They can't really block it with Death Touch. Pontiff's going to be great. I honestly should have probably just played a Pontiff like that the previous turn instead of the Tithe Taker. Oh, double Chain Whirler would be horrible. Just single Chain Whirler would be horrible. Yeah, where's my other Chain Whirler? Yeah, I guess that would be kind of bad for us. Go to 7? I guess we'll go to 7. If I attack with a War Boss also... Nah, it's not worth it. So presumably Tithe Taker gets blocked. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Come on in, and we get an extra 1/1. If our opponent bricks here... Oh, no! There's the other Chain Whirler. No! Well, they don't have... They have to have 7 mana to ping. Ugh! Never going to sleep again. Come on, attack. Go ahead and attack. Dang it. What's the opposite of a brick? A really good top deck.
Do not fear, my friend. See in yourself what I see in you.
Think like we're dead pretty quickly to this risk factor Theater of Horrors. We need to try to end the game. We need to be aggressive and try to end the game really quickly. We can't sit back to, you know, Theater of Horrors activating and also them having a risk factor. So, you know, I'm certainly taking a risky line here, but I'm going to be trying to end the game as soon as possible. Yeah, I mean, it's just awkward sometimes when you have like a lot of Judiths in your hand. Yep, and they got the Pyromancer, so they get to turn on Theater, play Pyromancer. Well, yeah, they're not mono red, but sitting back was not a better play. All right, get those shield mirrors in here. Get these lava coils to deal with. Chain Whirler, Mortify can deal with Chain Whirler or destroy Theater. Our deck is kind of weak to Chain Whirler, just kind of overall. With a bunch of 1 toughness things. No, I don't want Duress. So I want to make my deck less worse to Chain Whirler, and also we need to cut 3 drops. Legion Warboss could come out. Legion Warboss is not good against Chain Whirler at all. And also it's kind of hard to connect. I think I actually like Midnight Reaper better than Warboss. I know Midnight Reaper is not necessarily the best here either. Yeah, we're only human after all. I'm definitely not playing Kaya's Wrath, right? So I can just gain a lot of life for my creatures destroyed, kind of thing. I don't need Kaya's Wrath in this matchup. So that's 61. Priest comes out. That's 60. Put one of these cards back in. I'll play another Midnight Reaper. Midnight Reaper is risky, but I want to still have... I don't want to just cut all my 3-drops in my Gruesome Menagerie deck. But yeah, I mean, Midnight Reaper is of course risky. Usually, usually there's a whole lot of trading in these kind of matchups. You know, like they use burn spells on my things, kind of stuff, and the games go longer, and the extra cards could certainly help out. Duress is I don't think Duress is bad against red aggro decks, but I just don't think that I necessarily need and or want it. But I do not think it's bad. Okay, let's have Judith next turn. We don't need to cast the Reveler yet to kind of help change something out, and honestly maybe I take out that Midnight Reaper here with the Rick Smoddy. That's always an option. I like that they're blocking here. It means that they don't likely have Chain Whirler. Alright, Judith's gone. See, Midnight Reaper is pretty reasonable here. Yeah, we could have killed the Chain Whirler with the... with the Footlight Fiend damage. That's true. And the Gutter Bones. I don't know what Orzhov Enforcer does, which means that I don't think I considered it. Hmm. 1/2 Death Touch, Afterlife, 1 2-drop. Gotcha. Yeah, so reasonable card. You know, it's not a bad card per se. But we only have. Gonna coil the Pyromancer. We only have room for. You know, we only have room for so many cards, and I like all the 2-drops that are already in the deck. So I think they're the best options. I have not seen anybody play Sphinx of Foresight yet. This could be a Chain Whirler. There's our card to Lava Coil. Alright, and Pitiless Pontiff is, you know, certainly the best whenever we have the mana to protect it. If we Gruesome Menagerie next turn, we can get Tithe Taker, Gutter Bones, Midnight Reaper back. Yeah, Gutter Bones is a strong card. It is. Ah, their own Rixmati. What are they discarding? Risk Factor. Okay. Hmm. Oh, right. Crap. I forgot it's bugged with Gutter Bones, and this is how it's bugged. It's bugged with Gutter Bones. Oh, there we go. We got it. It actually worked. I wanted to do a pre-combat, though, because I actually wanted the Midnight Reaper in play, because I wanted to draw a card from my creature dying. It's going to do a lot of damage to me. Didn't really want to... I'm not sure if I wanted to do... to draw that many cards. That's a little much on the card drawing aspect of life. Alright, we took 5. So we've taken 6 so far by Midnight Reaper. We've drawn an extra 6 cards. Next turn we can play Tithe Taker, Rixmati. I'm just going go down to 4. See if they can draw 4 points of burn before we kill them. Because we're killing them next turn. So it's not super likely. Pontiff? So they're playing Banefire, huh? Okay, on the draw, Midnight Reaper, not feeling so good on the draw. Let's go ahead and take those on out. Certainly makes Gruesome Menagerie worse, but we have like Shield Mirror is a great thing. So we have like 5 3-drops to get back. Johnny's also just kind of worse on the draw. Like I actually kind of like Duress on the draw, honestly. Theater Horrors is not the worst. Is that better than a Johnny? No, I think I'd rather have a Johnny. Alright, I think I'm going with this. Yeah. Yeah. Thanks, Cali Commuter. Yeah, we could certainly cut a Menagerie or cut, we could trim a Menagerie, cut the Ajani. Those are certainly cards that could come out, but there's not really other things in the sideboard that I really want in. Legion War Boss could come back in, but especially seeing that other sweeper, whatever sweeper they're playing, don't think it's necessary. Yeah, basically, when you're on the draw, your opponent is faster because they get to play their cards first, which means your life total is under duress more, because you're gonna have to be more defensive because your opponents get to play their cards first, and so a card like Midnight Reaper that taxes your life total is gonna be worse on the draw whenever you need to be more defensive. They had a Fiery Cannonade. Yeah, it's just Judith. Just Judith. So opponent still has 5 cards. Okay, so now they got a land. They didn't play a land last turn. There's Chain Whirler. No Lava Coil on my side or any good efficient way to deal with this Chain Whirler. Gonna go ahead and play a Tithe Taker, and hopefully next turn be able to play Pitiless Pontiff with the Tithe Taker in play still to be able to sacrifice. Would Tithe Taker have been too good as a 2/2? I don't think so. No, I don't think it'd be too good. Yeah, it would have been slightly better. But no, I don't think that makes a huge difference on the card. Thanks, stupid game. Glad you're enjoying the stream. Okay. Pontiff. Oh, they are blocking. I was going to say Pontiff's probably holding them back from attacking here. But they went ahead and attacked. So let's go ahead and block like this. And I will sacrifice the Footlight Fiend, because now that's going to go ahead and kill the Pyromancer. So that worked out really well for us playing that Footlight Fiend pre-combat for us. That was very nice of them. I didn't attack with the Flying Spear because I wanted to, because if they would have attacked with both Chain Whirlers, I don't know, I wanted it back for defense, I suppose. Enter's tapped. Let's get this Judith in play. Alright, if I attack with both... No, that's not really that good for me. I'm better with our life, keeping my life total high. So I'm not going to attack with the Pontiff and trade the damage of Pontiff to Chain Whirler. All right, Chain Whirler down. So I'm going to tap out. I'm going to tap out for not saving Pontiff here, but I think it's worth it to go ahead and to just draw 3 for this Ancestral Recall. Not the best. And now we are kind of vulnerable to another Fiery Cannonade. Maybe I shouldn't tap out with Pontiff in play. I guess that could end up being a mistake. Alright. Opponent did not kill us. And we found the Gruesome Menagerie. So, Gruesome Menagerie real good. Let's go get Judith. Tithe Taker. That's the card that I wanted to find with the draw 3 for sure. Thanks, Baines. I'm glad you're liking the deck. So they're at 8. How much damage can I do to them? 1, 2, 3, 4. I can just do 4 upstairs. Let's kind of kill their stuff. I don't need a Lava Coil here. I'm just going to sacrifice the Footline Fiend. Kill the Siege Gang Commander. And keep 1 mana, because I do want to keep 1 mana open for Pitiless Pontiff in case there's a removal spell there, so I don't really want to cast the Lava Coil. But I also want to get rid of the Siege Gang Commander so Siege Gang can't kill Judith. Yeah, this is a deck I came up with. Valmishra. Alright, 1-0. Yeah, I like this deck quite a bit. No Teysa in the deck. Teysa, you know, works great with Judith, and it's good with Tithe Taker also, but it doesn't really fit with anything else in the deck. I think you'd have to, I guess the Fiend also. But still, I just don't think it's better than a Johnny Adversary of Tyrants in that slot, really. Hey, Cryo MTG gifting out some subs, gifting out 10 subs. Thank you so much, and congratulations everybody that is getting the gifted sub there. I have not played with this configuration with Abzan for the answer for that question earlier. Let's get some hype in the channel. Everybody get your favorite emote out there. Wow. That is awesome. Opponent's going first. I'm gonna try this and just hope we find land. Going to 5 is just really risky, and I like what this hand can do. That gets us 28. That means it's time for 2 packs. Thanks, Schmidt. Yep, that's the link for the YouTube. You can see the replays. Yeah, the first hand was sort of keepable for sure. It was close. 987 subs on YouTube. We're so close. So close. Alright, so I'm playing Priest of the Forgotten Gods first because I want it to be not be summoning sick next turn when I can sacrifice the Fiend and the Tithe Taker if our opponent plays some kind of creature that we want to kill. With them being a Plains treasure map deck, that doesn't mean that they're necessarily going to have a creature. It kind of means it's unlikely they have a creature, honestly. At 1,000 YouTube subs, I am going to be doing a 12-hour stream again. Oh, thanks, Cryo. So we're almost there. If you haven't gotten to that YouTube sub, we're around 15 away. No land for War Boss or Midnight Reaper. I want to cycle. Try to get this land drop. And I know I could have potentially drawn the land to be able to play Footlight Fiend here, but I think it's just the weakest card in the hand. Rekindling Phoenix probably is really great in this style of deck. Rekindling Phoenix is just a really great card. That could certainly be a card that I'm missing. Yeah, I don't really care for Heroic Reinforcements too much. You know, I think it would take this spot of Gruesome Menagerie. I don't think you can really play Reinforcements and Menagerie. But maybe Phoenix in the sideboard is something I'm missing. So doesn't, you know, with my opponent being a deck that, this could certainly be a deck that's using a sweeper the next turn. Like if I play Legion War Boss, I'm just walking into any one of the million white and black sweepers in the format. And so I'd rather get Midnight Reaper in play so that they do have any of those sweepers. You know, Kaya's Wrath, Cleansing Nova, anything like that. I can draw some cards. I know, Priest on an empty board. It's like, oh man. History Benalia. I don't... It doesn't come back with the Gruesome Menagerie. And that's why I don't really have... don't think we need that. I do need some food. Infinite has seen that. I am actually pretty hungry right now. I'm gonna need to get some food. I'm gonna get that in a little bit. So we... Alright. Found the line I want. Alright, so we're going to play Midnight Reaper. I'm going to go ahead and sacrifice Midnight Reaper and Reveler. So I draw 3 cards. They sacrifice Ravenous Chupacabra. And I add 2 black. I can use that with the red to play War Boss and get an attack in. I haven't played Teysa yet with this deck. Yeah, Priest with War Boss tokens is certainly pretty good. So I want Pontiff to be able to protect itself. So I'm waiting a turn for Pontiff. But I want War Boss in play more. With us having like all these War Bosses. So we're gonna have War Boss Tithe Taker, and the next turn War Boss Pontiff, where Pontiff can protect itself. Yeah, this is stained. And our opponent did have a lot of the sweepers. Could use a Gruesome Menagerie. We haven't seen one of those yet. Certainly use a Gruesome Menagerie to get our cards back. Ooh. Oh, I should have sacrificed it to Pontiff. Dang it. Should have sacrificed it. Yeah, or Judith. Judith would have been good. Hey, there's the Gruesome Menagerie. I was just talking about you. Just talking about how you'd be a good card to draw. So I'm going to get Rick's Mahdi. Do I want War Boss or do I want War Boss or Midnight Reaper? Rick's Mahdi's going to draw me a card. Footlight Fiend is my 1-drop. War Boss or Reaper? They're at 9 life right now. Yeah, it's a good point. Let's get Reaper with Pontiff. Okay. Let's see. Let's get these dresses in here. Another Ajani. And the Theater of Horrors. We'll go ahead and get rid of the Priest of Forgotten Gods. And what else? I want to take some... Let me take out 1 Menagerie and 4 Fiend. We have a Johnny and Theater that help us grind also. We don't necessarily need all the Menageries also. I know before I've taken out like all the Menageries whenever I've brought in Theaters. Maybe we can cut 2 Menagerie. Get one Fiend back in here. Yes, Menagerie and Gutterbones is bugged. Oh, it's Menagerie. Not Menagerie. It's Menagerie. That's good to know. So unfortunately, we don't get to turn 1 Duress. Like, we can't just curve Duress, Reveler, Theater. Ugh. We have to wait a turn. Double Cleansing Nova? Cleansing Nova kills my Theater. I'm not really too worried about Eldest Reborn, I don't think. I mean, Locket is like a kind of an obvious thing, but they could certainly just draw more lands. Eldest Reborn is the only thing that handles a Johnny in the hand currently. That is true. And it is just going to be kind of annoying how it has like the 3 chapters and everything. And take the Locket. I think I can fight through this stuff with them being slowed down. Alright, so there's the first land, but it's not a white source. They're going to need another white source for Nova. Oh, dang. Well, that's actually not bad for me. Yeah, that's not bad for me because they Cleansing Nova, they destroy their own Profane Procession. So yeah, that's not even bad for me. I didn't even play draft yesterday. Alright, so Contempted there. What does Judith do? Your other creatures you control get +1/+0, and whenever any non-token creature you control dies, it deals 1 damage to any target. You can target anything with it. Alright, some creature's dead. Yeah, this Profane Procession is going to be a little tough. I think I may play a Johnny here and minus and get back the Tithe Taker. Let's see what we got going on over here. Could get Rick's Mahdi. No, I want Tithe Taker. So I'll play this land from under the theater.
It is good to see you, my friend. There's more work to do.
Basically, they have a lot of answers to creatures with Cleansing Nova, Settle, Profane Procession, but only Eldest Reborn for a Johnny. So I want to keep the battlefield I want to keep it filled up to make it difficult for them to Eldest Reborn it. Oh, cancel. I just want to check the cards under here. Plagius, sub with Twitch Prime. Thank you so much, Plagius. That is sub number 29. Almost to the next sub goal. We are already getting 2 packs after this one here. Okay, so I guess I'm just going to... Hey, and Crazy! Makes it sub number 30. Alright, yeah, let's go ahead and War Boss. I want to tick up on a Johnny, so I wanted to get that in pre-combat to be able to tick up with the Johnny. Alright, so we're getting 3 packs after this. We gotta open up a Mythic in... Gotta get a Mythic here kind of soon. I don't know. Yeah, that account was just made 10 minutes ago. Didn't feel like that was a real account. It was just made 10 minutes ago with the name Don't Ban Me Jeff, please. Or, yeah, that doesn't seem like a real account. So, I got rid of it. One, two, three. I'll just attack. Alright, and now we get Pontiff and Judith in play. I certainly want the counter on Pontiff. Because Pontiff is the card that will stay alive through a Cleansing Nova.
You are capable of more than you assume.
Don't think I need to play Tithe Taker. I should just play Tithe Taker. Casey Nelson, try to just refresh your stream. 948 YouTube subs. Yeah, we're almost there. Once we get to 1,000 YouTube subs, we're doing another 12-hour stream. Yeah, it's Decklist. You can find it right here, ! Decklist. My hands are so cold. Alright, so we're just going to Gruesome Menagerie now. They're at 12. So they're at 12, so we can have 3, 4 right here. Taking up a Johnny is 5 and 6. Getting Judith in play makes it 7, 8. And then we have enough to kill them if they just have another sweeper. So, all right, and then I guess this ping one puts them down to 11 also. We're gonna ping, play Menagerie, get our 3 creatures. Oh wait, we can't get Rick's Mahdi. Oh well, we get Tithe-Taker. Take up on that and that.
Be strong.
Put them down to 3 and then a sweeper. We have 3 creatures here. If they have a sweeper, 3 Judith triggers. If they just sit back and try to settle, we'll just use our Pontiff to sacrifice creatures to ping them. And our Theater Horrors also just pings them as well. So, opponent's in a lot of trouble. I think this game's over. Yeah, they're super dead. I don't know who that is, Constellar. All right, so they took Judith, and they still have enough mana for a settle. All right, well they didn't cast their settle. They're taking 2 here. Oh, they don't have mana because of Tithe-Taker. Right, Tithe-Taker has text. They didn't even have the mana. Ugh. All right, 2-0. Ugh. Yeah, I like this deck quite a bit. This deck has been really performing well. I really like it. It is very resilient. That's what Gruesome Menagerie does, is it adds a whole lot of resiliency to the cheaper creatures. So this is a little awkward where I like having my lands to get up towards Menagerie. Like okay. We already have 5. We can go ahead and discard 1, and we'll just discard a Sacred Foundry. Oh gosh. Pax never. Yeah, I was supposed to get Pax there. Light up the stage into another light up the stage. I don't think we'll draw too many more lands. You know, this could be famous last words, but we've already seen 7. We're a 23 land deck. Does this deck struggle versus any others in particular? Probably the more aggressive the opponent's deck is, the worse for us, and especially like aggressive with large creatures. So I think the easy thing is to ping the Firebrand, but I'm going to ping them so I can just get a point in, because I think that they're going to use their Firebrand to ping me anyway, so they can cast this light up the stage. So we just get a free point of damage in at them. Hey, Calling One, doing good. Yeah, I build most all the decks, yeah. Some of the decks that we play here on stream are donation decks. Like, next up we're going to have to make Adapt, which is a donation deck. You can find the deck list here, !decks. That's a lot of burn spells. But we are at 5 life. 5 life is not 0. We're not dead yet. We'll see if we can come back. They're going to need some more burn spells to finish us off. And they found him. Alright, good hand, opponent. Good hand. I had to say it. Yeah. Yeah, they went through a lot of cards and just getting the 4 lands with all those cards. That'll happen. Alright, let's get these Duresses in here, since they are a very spell-heavy version of Red Deck Win, so we want these Duresses. No, we don't need a Wrath. Like, they're just playing lots of spells. Let's see. Priest is coming on out. Midnight Reaper on out. I know before I took out War Boss in this kind of matchup, but I took out War Boss against a more creature-heavy version against like a lot of Chain Whirlers. We haven't really seen Chain Whirlers. Hey, thanks, team. Dampening Orb, like Dampening Sphere, is not a necessary card. Are they gonna have Chain Whirlers? They probably do just have Chain Whirlers, don't they? Actually, so yeah, let's get some Lava Coils in here. Yeah, they probably do just have Chain Whirler. Yeah, Gruesome Menagerie is bugged currently with the 1-drop with the new 1-drop card that is off over to the side. What's the name of that card? Yeah, the zombie. No, J. Carnes. Gutter Bones. That card. Goose Menagerie is currently bugged with that. Alright, so we have 2 shock lands in our hand, and with our opponent just being, you know, like mono burn spells kind of thing, us shocking in is, you know, basically like giving our opponent a card. So I'm not going to be, not planning on shocking at all. So just putting both of those in tapped. Lightning Strike and Cannonade. Go and take the Lightning Strike. Cannonade can kill some creatures, but doesn't kill me. Their hand is much worse than last time. I did click the graveyard earlier and it worked. Yesterday, clicking the graveyard anywhere didn't work. Today, it did work. That's annoying. Hey, Eloquin. Gutterbones are really good. Certainly like the card quite a bit. Impressed with it quite a bit, so yeah, I like it. Let's see. Do we... what do we want to play here? I think I actually just want to play Judith. In face of this Fiery Cannonade, because Gruesome Menagerie can get 1-drop, 2-drop, 3-drop back. I've never had like any like sponsor logos or anything on my stream, Eloquin. I've always had base and blocks and aerial text. And we'll get Tithe Taker here. Saving Reveler. I don't want to discard the Gruesome Menagerie, but I also want to hit my land drops to get towards Gruesome Menagerie, so I didn't want to just discard the land either. So let's just keep the Reveler in hand for after Menagerie. We have 1, 2, and 3 in our graveyard with Fiends, Taker, and Judith. We've run into a few mono red decks today. I don't know the exact number. This is like the probably second or third. Maybe 4? I don't think super likely at 4 though. Alright, there's our land. Okay, Zerf. Yeah, I was doing the boss fight for Final Fantasy VII. How I'm like my sub music's Final Fantasy VII. That's what I was doing there. Earlier. With the final boss music. Alright, then we're going to Reveler for the Spectacle cost to be able to draw 3. Oh, come on, deck. You just didn't even leave up a black source? Come on, auto tap. Our opponent must have just had another couple lands in their hand. Because that Flame Keld was going to be really scary the next turn. Do Do I want to play Mortify for Flamekeld and Chain Whirler? Alright, won't forget about packs after this one. I think I do want to play Mortify. I didn't actually take a look at any of the 5-0 lists. But yeah, Growth Chamber Guardian is an incredibly good card. I've been just really impressed with the card. Okay, my green decks, I'm still playing the Explore cards, but I'm not playing Wild Growth Walker very much. I'm just playing Growth Chamber Guardian instead. No word currently on new emotes. Still working on that. Okay, game 3. Opponent kept their 7. I mean, our mana base is good. We have a couple early plays. I think I'm going to keep this. I'm certainly worried about if I, like, the more I mulligan, the harder it will be to hit land drops and things like that. Like before, I just don't want to shock at all. Yeah, I use Streamlabs. Yeah. My hand does not beat their hand. Not at all. Chain Whirler is just so good against me. I do not beat that hand, that's for sure. Guess that's like a reason why I should have mulliganed my hand. So I don't beat like their creature hand. I was, you know, if they were like a spell heavy hand, maybe we could have, but I don't beat the Chain Whirler hand with like what I had. So yeah, I have some Lava Coils. Right now I have like 3 Lava Coil, 1 Mortify in the deck to like kill Chain Whirlers. Means. Alright, so I block Chain Whirler, I kill a Pyromancer, we take 2, go to 6. Or I block Pyromancer, we take 5, go to 3. I think we have to go to 6. If I block the Pyromancer, both their Pyromancers are dead, but I just have to block here. We'll go to 6. Blocking one Pyromancer would kill both Pyromancers, but blocking that before damage. Ugh, all shock lands. Why do we have to have only shock lands? Come on. Come on, Menagerie. You can work. You can work, little buddy. You can work. All right, so we can't actually target the other thing because its Menagerie is bugged, but it's fine. It'll automatically target them after we time out. So we just had to time out. So yeah, we're just going to go ahead and go timeout. Yeah, it's a bug with Gutter Bones and Gruesome Menagerie. These two are bugged. Well, that didn't work. All right, there we go. All right, well, that was a lot of waiting for just getting burn spelled. Very anticlimactic. Yeah. We did beat a mono red deck earlier, but yeah, Chain Whirler in particular. Chain Whirler is tough. All right, pack time. We're getting 3 packs. We hit 3 sub goals. So I'm just going to use the 600 gems to get 3 packs here. All right, come on, mythics. At least one of these packs has to be a mythic, at least. You know, it doesn't have to be, but that's what we're really hoping, is that one of them is a mythic. All right, first one. Come on, mythics. Awaken the Erstwhile. Okay. Would Raptor Hatchling help against aggressive decks? No, I think I could just play more Shield Mare. I think I'd rather have Shield Mare. Raptor Hatchling doesn't block Chain Whirler particularly well, which, you know, Chain Whirler is kind of a problem card. Shield Mare doesn't either, but it gains life. Do you think that investing the wild cards in the lands are worth it? Yeah, the lands just kind of transfer over to all the decks, and it's good to have all the lands possible. Hey, rare wild card. All right. That's like the best card in the game. All right. Rare wild card. That's a great pack. Yeah, it's the best rare ever. All right. And the last one also a mythic? Nah, Warrant Warden. Okay. All right, good packs, good packs. Yeah, so we're getting a pack all each 5 subs we get. That's that sub goal over there. All right, 2 and 1. My hands are just so cold. I'm like shivering. I feel like I'm kind of getting sick a little bit or something. Get some food. Yeah, I have. So I was gonna be doing. I have like these RX bars. It's gonna get an RX bar. Ooh, good hand. 2-drop, 3-drop with Menagerie in the background, hanging out. Okay, Tithe Taker turn 2. Oh, I should have played Isolated Chapel. Hopefully that 2-life doesn't kill us. Oh, the weather is freezing here today. It is. It's like 20 degrees outside right now. Like, I need like a fork. Stuff is sticky. I live in Virginia. I'm not surprised Nexus. So, statement was, I'm honestly surprised the Nexus of Fate was not banned today. I'm not surprised at all. I have hardly seen any Nexus of Fate whatsoever here in the best of 3. I think Nexus of Fate is probably a bigger impact card than in best of 1 than in best of 3. The Lava Coil is really annoying. Oh, look who comes up whenever I have food. Then Hawkeye wants to help out. Now, I wouldn't be sad if Nexus of Fate got banned, but I think it's certainly too early for that. Yeah, our hand's horrible. This is the first time this has happened to me with playing, you know, a couple leagues with the deck. The only Gruesome Menagerie, nothing else hand. Hasn't happened to me before, but it's going to happen sometimes. I'm not sure what the best deck in Best of 1 is, 'cause I don't really play it too much. But I think some kind of really anti-mono red control deck would be a good spot. Good place to be. Good spot to be. Alright, so we have Coil and Mortify. And Kaya's Wrath is actually probably pretty good. Killing their drakes. Luke Hero Menagerie does not stink. I've had a lot of success with the card so far. It looked pretty impressive. That was, you know, certainly a game that can happen. I think I may just get rid of the Footlight Fiends. Yeah, I'm going to just get rid of Footlight Fiends. And, I think that's it. Just cut the Fiends for removal. So, Shieldmare works well with Menagerie, how, you know, even against Burn, you know, it's gain 3, and then it's an unblockable 2/3, and if we need to block with it, Or if it dies, we can get it back with Gruesome Menagerie. Yeah, we got a coil for interaction for a Drake. Is there a way to make this deck fare better against mono red? You can certainly play a sideboard that's... You can certainly build the sideboard to be a whole lot better against mono red. You can play like a 24th land and start playing some of the angels, stuff like Shalai, Lyra. Those are very good against mono red. Besides things like Shield Mare, and I'm sure there's other gain life cards that you can find in white. Gonna play this, discard the Tithe Taker, try to hopefully hit a land drop for Judith next turn. Shield Mare in this matchup against Drakes? I mean, I guess they can't block it. Unless they'd have, like, Murmuring Mystic. But it's at 3 mana for just 2 power without, you know, not doing a whole lot else to gain 3 life. They can race it pretty easily. I think I like the 3 drops that I have in the deck a little better. Alright, they're killing my things. My things are dying. Got Judith. Hopefully they're out of removal, or at least hopefully they don't have another lava coil. I don't want Judith to get lava coiled because of Gruesome Menagerie. That a wilderness deck will be dominant in standard. I could certainly, you know, we haven't seen it yet, but I would not be surprised if that's the case. They're very scary, you know, just kind of on paper. You know, wilderness next to Fate, it's very scary on paper, but we haven't seen it quite yet. Alright, our opponent's hand was pretty slow, and they were on the draw. So this game's looking very good for us right now. These Pitiless Pontiffs are going to be just really hard for our opponent to deal with. I don't even know if they can. Well, that works. That works. What did you do in the last standard event before the new set drops to counter Golgari and mono white aggro? I'm not sure when the timeline that you're really talking about there. Before the last standard event before the new set, what deck do you play in the last standard event before the new set drops? Oh, okay. So yeah, so you're saying, okay, so you have one more standard of you have one more event of last standard format. Gotcha. And you want to beat Golgari and mono white. That's a tough combination to beat. Decks that are good against Golgari are very, very minimal. And I can't think of one that's good against mono white. I think Ipsilon probably had like the best suggestion there is, I guess, Bant Nexus for that. All right, questions. What do you think about Esper control? Actually, I'm enjoying Esper control these days. I think Mortify and Kaya's Wrath are good cards in the format to have access to. No real interaction for the opponent. If our opponent is like, you know, turn 4 Crackling Draking us, this is very weak against that. If they're just like the same kind of hand as last time, if they're sitting back with like tons and tons of removal spells, this is really good. You know, this is great against removal spells. So it's really good against, you know, like part of their deck, but it's really bad against Drakes. I think I'll keep. I don't have just a whole lot of stuff overall in my deck against Drakes, just in general. So I think I might as well just keep the hand that's good against removal. Golgari Graveyard, that's a good one. That's a good one, Pouty. That's a good call. Gruesome Menagerie with other color combinations, such as Abzan. I could certainly see that doing pretty well. I like it. Yeah, I mean, I certainly think you can make an Abzan Menagerie deck. A lot of good ETB effects in those colors. You know, you can have like Jadelight Ranger and Knight of Autumn and stuff like that for 3 mana stuff. You have good 2-drops, Growth Chamber Guardian.
You should be proud to have come so far. Deliver us to victory.
The reason why people keep typing decks to no avail is because MTG bot only lets you type something for only a certain amount of time. Like, it doesn't respond to every single one. But decks is how you see all the decks. So that's why I have up in the top left, I have today's exclamation point decks. Yeah, it's just streamdecker.com/decks/ToddStevensMTG. But yeah, sorry, Geo bro, I missed that. Yeah, Hero Precinct 1, I don't want it over the other 2 drops. I just don't have enough. Like, there are certainly multicolor cards in the deck, but I don't think enough. You know, as you see here, like, there's not just tons of multicolor stuff. I mean, I guess it would like come in. It'd take this spot of Tithe Taker. That's like where it would. That's the spot it would take.
You can still fight.
We're gonna need to be able to just racing these drakes is tough. Our opponent did have a hand where they had early drakes. That's not what our hand could beat. No. This does not count towards multicolor. No, it's just red. Yeah, we're dead. I just can't get through. So we're just gonna have these 3/3s I can't really deal with. We can make some chump blockers with the Tithe Takers. We can just chump block the drakes with those. I should have made a chump blocker there with this other Tithe Taker. We're taking 9 here. Those go to 4. And then one's trampling over from the other dinosaur. Yeah, those Raptor Hatchlings were really good against my deck. Drake's pretty tough. I think we lost the Drakes last time also. That's why I wanted to add the lava coils into the sideboard. But, yeah, they just get to fly over us and have such large creatures that fly over. They can race us pretty easily. Yeah, YouTube channel is kind of new. Had it since basically the beginning of the year. So I'll be doing a 12-hour stream later on in the week if we get to 1,000 subscribers on YouTube. We changed a couple things in the deck since yesterday's version. It still definitely needs tuning. The Ajani, tried out Ajani. Wasn't super in love with it. I think I'd rather just have the Judith back. Honestly, I think Judith helps us attack through Drakes better. Yes, beginning of this year. Like, 20-ish days ago. And then sideboard, probably just don't need the sideboard of Johnny either. Maybe just 4th Lava Coil. A lot of times where I just wanted Lava Coil. Could play another Mortify to deal with enchantments also. Yeah, maybe just 4 Lava Coils over there. That's the kind of matchup that, like, it's certainly possible I should be bringing in Kaya's Wrath against Drakes, honestly. Like, I could certainly see me bringing in Kaya's Wrath in that matchup. So, you know, I just had to play with the deck a little bit more to kind of see exactly what to be doing there. Yeah, it needs refining, but there's a lot here at this, you know, like this main deck. I like it quite a bit. Theater Horrors is very good. That's a really good card. Real good against control. Right now, I think our deck is just really good against control. I think that's like the strength of our deck right now, is we're aggressive with a lot of late game. And we need, I think the deck needs refining for the other matchups that are trying to kill you quickly as well. So that's where I'm at with it right now. Yeah, so Hero Precinct 1 would only have 12 cards to trigger it, right? Just Fiend, Pontiff, and Judith if I took out Tithe Taker for it. And I don't think that's worth it. Yeah. Swapping some of the shock and check lands. No, I like having the 12 shock lands in general. It makes it worse against red, of course, but I like it when we're playing all these 1-drops. Playcrafter would certainly be good. Playcrafter, I like Playcrafter. That's a good option for the sideboard. Playcrafter is awesome against Drakes. It's really good there. It does trigger Midnight Reaper, yes. No, do not take a second mortgage out on your home for this expansion, no. So, yeah, I like Playcrafter. Would I just take out Mortify for that? I don't know where to fit that in, but I like that card. It certainly makes your Drake's matchup better. There's not like a ton else that I think you need Playcrafter against, but it's really good against Drakes. All right, if you're watching this over on YouTube, please hit that subscribe button. And, of course, thanks for watching, like always. And I'll see you for the next video.